Wow! Welcome to Rich Hits. I bought something stupid. Also, he's driving.
Yeah, this is weird. I don't fit. This is.
You want this one? It doesn't have an up and down. Oh, I hope we're insane. Cool. So I bought something. Also, welcome back to Ranch Hits. I bought something kind of stupid, and I want to talk about it a little bit.
I don't know how to feel about it.
I bought a van. It's a 4-door.
You sure you want to call it a van?
Yeah, it's a van.
Okay.
It's got 4 doors. It's got sliding doors too, so it's a van.
It's even rear engine.
It is rear engine, and it's all-wheel drive, and it's supercharged. It's got a supercharger on it.
Pro-charge, supercharged, debatable.
It's a supercharger. That's what they call it. It's got a sticker for it.
I'm sorry, Japan's weird.
I bought myself a Subaru. But not just any Subaru. Come. I bought a KEI van. This is a 1993 Subaru Sambar DS2. This is
or a green Mike and Ike on wheels.
A green Mike and Ike. Yeah, it's kind of got that flavor to it. This one has got a lot of interesting specs and then one that's not so great. So it is all-time 4-wheel drive. It's supercharged, but here's a bit of our problem. It's got a CVT, electronically controlled CVT, and that is the big problems with these things. And here in the States, we had like your GMC Safaris or your Chevy Astro. Most of the vans that you would get in the 90s only had one sliding door, normally on the passenger side. This has dual sliding doors. It has got some cool bells and whistles. First off, up here, we've got ourselves a nice steering wheel. This does have power steering in it, which I didn't know it had at the beginning. But it's kind of cool because it's got a tack in it. A lot of these did not come with tacks. You could get them special with tacks, but it didn't come with tacks. As for the mileage, it's got 111,861 kilometers, which roughly translates to, I want to say, like 108 to 109,000 miles. Next thing that this has is it's got AC. So this has got full-fledged AC in this thing. So you can keep it nice and cool while you're going down the road. These did come with Japanese-only radios. However, this one has been swapped out, I believe. So this does now work with American radio stations. You've got yourself a little cubby here that I don't really want to go into, so we're going to close that back up. If you look down here, this right here is a rear heater. This has got rear heat, like independent rear heat, which is so freaking cool. Show me a 90s van that has independent rear heat. The best parts about this is this right here. This is a sunroof. So this has one sunroof here, which is just a normal flip-up one. And then we've got this, a massive, this thing is probably what, 3 foot by 4 foot? It's a huge glass panel. And it does have a cover that goes across it, but this whole thing, when they work, it goes up and back, and this all opens up, and you can stand out of it, and it's one of the features that I absolutely wanted with one of these vans, and I couldn't find one, and then this one showed up, and I love it. It's so cool.
It's actually got less miles than we thought.
Does it? Really? Okay. So it has actually got 69,000 547 or 507 miles on it. So this thing is like mint. Another cool thing up here, this has got power windows and power locks, which again is another option you could get with these. So this thing is decked out. There's only a few options it doesn't have, like specialty seats and whatnot, but it does have a set of specialty seats. So if you look at these ones back here, unfortunately, it is missing one of our headrests, but they are all the same. And I'll probably find one on like eBay or something. Or hey, if somebody has one or knows where to find one and wants to send it to us, we would put it on there. And you know what? We'll even put your name on it. How's that sound? So if you got one, send it over. But this here, these are the back seats. I mean, you've got full armrests. You've got a center armrest. You've got a cubby here for putting stuff in. You got dual cup holders. And just to show you how much room I've got in here, this seat is laid back quite a ways. Like, this is not unsubstantially laid back. And I can comfortably just fit in here. I've got plenty of room. The other cool thing about this van, these windows roll down too. So you've got glass all around you. You've got windows that can roll down. You could open up the sunroof. You could open up the big sunroof. And this thing is practically just a convertible at this point. Now for the back. This thing is not very wide. The entire thing is 4.5 foot. I can hug this thing. The total length of it is like 10.5 feet. I have a Volkswagen Rabbit. It's a 1984. I haven't shown it on the channel really or anything, but at some point it'll get on the channel. That thing is 12 foot and like 4 inches. This thing's 10.5. It's 2 foot shorter than a Volkswagen Rabbit. It's tiny, and I love it. Let's show you the drivetrain in this. Look at that. He's more than half of the size of this. And you're what, 6 foot?
I got 6'1" from fingertip to fingertip.
Yeah. And he can almost reach the B. Yeah, he can reach the B pillar from the back of the vehicle. That's crazy. Here we have the little itty bitty 658, or they round up to 660 cc Clover 4 Subaru engine. This thing is a laying down 4-cylinder K van engine, which is cool because a lot of the K vans did not come with a 4-cylinder engine in this time. You got more torque, and these actually put out the most power of the time as well. This one's a little taken apart because I wanted to get all the heat shields and stuff out of the way. But this one, in the supercharged model, makes about 58 horsepower and 55 foot-pounds of torque, which for a small vehicle like this is actually not bad. The little bit of driving I did do to get it here, it was kind of peppy. It was kind of peppy. So it'll be exciting to see what it can do when it actually gets a good grip. This is our little eCVT. These things are kind of cool. I mean, they're just an early version of a CVT. They did, I know, put these particular kinds of transmissions into a US vehicle called a Subaru Justy. It was kind of a little like 2-door, 4-door car. They weren't particularly fast or anything, but they were just kind of neat because they had these. Now, the funny, fancy thing about these eCVTs is how they get the power from the engine to the CVT, and that's the problem these have. So if you look in here, you can see where the starter goes. You might be able to get in there. Let me get you in there so you can see. So right in there, that thing right there, that is a powder clutch. Those powder clutches have a specific kind of powdered iron in them that's a certain nanometer across. And when you put electricity to 2 slip rings that are on it, what it'll do is it will energize that and lock up the clutch. Cool. Well, when you do that over the course of driving it, when it locks up that powder, it starts to crush it and grind it until it gets finer and finer and finer. And then unfortunately, you get to the point where you've got dust that's starting to leak out of this thing. And I'll kind of show you what that dust looks like because mine has failed. This here is the tiny little itty bitty starter. But as you can see, it's got all of this brownish dust on it. And this brownish dust, that's all that iron that's coming out of it. Now for the unfortunate part. Those clutches are nigh impossible to get. You just can't find them. Hopefully, what we can do is find a way to fix that. I've got a couple of ideas, but we got to get in there, take some measurements and stuff. And hopefully from there, we'll have a moving, running K-van. If not, there are some people that say you can refill them, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Might come up with some creative solutions.
We will definitely come up.
We have been known to do that in the past. And
broken stuff.
Blown up several clutches. Sir.
No. However, the center stayed in it this time.
Yes. Now for the last few things that are broken with this. That powder clutch. The next thing are my sunroof. It doesn't go back. I don't know what electrical about it isn't working, or maybe there's just not a fuse in there. I haven't really looked. And lastly, when you're going through and doing some driving with this and you want to turn, this doesn't really like to do lights. When you're driving, it's perfectly fine. When you step on a brake, you've got brake lights. When you use the turn signal on the passenger side, this one works great. When you use this one, all of the lights in the back go away, and I don't know why. So I got to figure that out. I think it may be a problem up at the switch, but we'll look into that when we get there. Now for how I got it. So I've been looking for one of these for quite a while, and I've always loved how they look. Could never find one, could never find one, could never find one. And they're normally pretty expensive too, because you don't really see these, and especially where we live, they're kind of hard to come by. I was on Marketplace and I saw it. There was very, very little information about this thing. And I was like, I don't know. It looks like maybe it's not real or whatever. So I just kind of wrote it off. A couple weeks go by and it's still there. And it's been bugging me. It's been keeping me up at night. And I just can't get it out of my head. I've got this stupid little green van in my dreams haunting me. So finally, I send it off to the rest of the ranch heads. And I'm like, hey, look at this thing. It's stupid, but I can't stop thinking about it.
And we peer pressured him into buying.
No kidding, you did. So they were like, well, what's wrong with it? And I said, well, it's got a transmission issue, but I think I know what's wrong with it. It's got maybe a little bit of rust. It's a little dirty. It hasn't ran in a little while. And they said, go for it. And I was like, no, you're supposed to tell me not to do this. And they said, go for it. So I go up there, I get the thing, I bring it back. And every time I stopped for gas, I had somebody, if not everybody in the gas station coming up going, what in the world is that? And at that point, I knew I did the right thing. Now for the price. After some talking to the person that was selling it and whatnot, I walked away with this thing before tax, title, license, so on and so forth, for $2,750 for a K-van that has all the options I want. You just can't beat that. And if the gentleman that I bought this from is watching, thank you so much. We are going to make sure Sammy has a wonderful, wonderful home and that it gets cleaned up and it has some awesome videos. Let's get into the teardown. Ready?
That.
What? That?
That.
You want to work on that first? Okay, we have three options. There's three things we could work on. First off, we could either work on getting this out the rest of the way. So I have taken a decent amount of stuff off, insert parts area over there. I've got that stuff out. So most of the just whatever is out. Now it's just kind of the main things. For this, we've got a couple of transcooler lines. We've got the CV axles. and then we got to dismount it from the actual engine itself. And then there's a couple little odds and ends and stuff. There's this cable right here that has to come off that goes down to the CVT stuff down on the bottom. So there's that. The other two things that we could start with are we could attempt to get the sunroof going and see if we can figure out what's going on with that. Or lastly, we can work on the electrical for the lights and see if we can get those to stop turning off when I use the light switch. What you think?
Let's pull that transmission first.
Okay. The CV axles on this don't come out like a normal car, at least here in the States. So normally, a car here in the States, you'll take the CV axles out of the hub, and then you'll pull them out of the transmission. In this case, I have the thing for this, and it says that they're literally supposed to come out of the transmission without having to take the hubs off. So that's the way I'm going to try to do it. There's two different versions of those CV axles. One of them just pulls out. The other one have pins in them that could possibly need to be punched out. I don't know which ones it is because I only got, I already have something under there. Never mind. You can have this back. So another kind of cool thing about this is the radiator is right here. It sits this way in here underneath everything, which is kind of cool. It's got this guard over it, and then there's like a chicken wire. Well, it's more of like a grate of sorts that goes over it. We'll probably get a picture of that and show you at some point. And then it's got a spare under here too, which is kind of cool. All right, but let's show these CV axles. So these are the CV axles here and here. I don't know, like I said, if these are the ones that have the pins in them or not. I have to do some spinning and looking. So far, I am not seeing any. Oh, wait, there might be a pin. No, no, doesn't look like there's a pin there. I don't see one. I don't see any pins. But these things are kind of grody. This one actually isn't as bad as the other one was. The other one was pretty gross. I had all this stuff coming off of it. So nasty. But these got to come out. And then once these are out, we can work on getting the lines out. I am noticing, though, while we're down here, there is a coolant leak somewhere. And I don't know from where. Okay. So that we'll have to address as well before it gets on the road. I don't see any major leakage right off the top. Okay, let's see. How are we going to get these CV axles out of here? I think, actually, we should take... Well, these have to come out anyways. Because these... this one might not have to. I know this one does. For the trans to move over and then down. And then this side has to come down first. Because there's the four-wheel drive situation here, and then we have some mounts for this as well. So it looks like this actually holds up the supercharger. Yeah, that holds up the supercharger, so that has to come off too. For starters, let's get those CV axles out. So I have an idea on how to get them out. It's just getting them to move, because they've been in there for a little while. So I think if we get this up a little bit, like so, we should be able to straighten that CV axle out, and it should just come out.
Might want to put it under here. Because you're bending your
dust plate?
Mm-hmm.
My bad. That's okay. We can bend it out of the way.
Nothing a hammer can't fix.
Yep. I'll actually put it over here on this arm a little more. So I don't know how much I've got for tools that'll help us get this CV axle out. Oh, also, if you didn't notice, rear suspension is
tiny.
well, that too, but it's independent. which is kind of rare on these. All right, so something like that. So that should come out. Because if we can get one out, we know we can get another one out. Loosen it up a little bit.
It is moving.
Yep, it is moving.
It's probably not going to come out easily.
Probably not. So let's see if we can't tap it out of there. I can't tell if it's moving or not. Unfortunately, I don't have any pickle forks that I can use to... It looks like it should just kind of come out of there. Again, I don't think there's pins in it because, like I said, some people say that some of these have pins in them. This one doesn't look like it, but maybe I can clean it up a little bit more and see, just to be sure. Because I don't want us to beat on this thing and find out there's no pin.
Or if you find out there is a pin.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that wrong. A little bit of cleaning. Cleaning's house. And if this doesn't work and we have to pull the control arms, then we got to pull the control arms and do all that, which whatever we can work on that as need be. And I know you guys probably can't see a ton over there, but this is a side that is easiest to work on for me at the moment. Keep spinning it. All right. Let's see what we got here. So, no pin there. No, I don't see any pins on those. These look like they should be fine. Let's see.
I can't tell if that inner piece that's moving is a dust boot or
This piece here.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the seal. I know that the seals can sometimes go bad. Come on. It does not want to fold in on itself at all. Where's that bar that I had? There it is. I might be able to tap it. I can't tell if it's moving or not. It kind of looks like it's moving. Oh, there it goes.
Did it?
Yep, it moved. There it goes. Yep. Hey, there we go. It's coming out. Sweet. All right. Keep going a little bit more.
I'm not hitting handy there.
Okay. Sweet.
Look at you.
And look at that. Hey, that's kind of cool. That's pretty freaking sweet, dude. I don't think I've ever worked on a transmission where the CV axles come out of the trans before they come out of here. That's cool. And then this can just kind of slide out of the way like that. Sweet. The trans seal is, it looks like it's still intact. I might just change it anyways when we have this pulled out, but we'll see because parts for this are not easy to come by. So we shall see. Cool. I guess I need to flip the other way and see if we can get this one to tap out, huh?
I suppose.
Under here. Like so.
Can I have that rag for just a moment?
Rag? Go for it.
I just want to wipe this coolant off before it leaks into my eyeballs.
That's fair. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? This one probably has to come up, doesn't it?
What?
I gotta get this wheel moved. Something like that should put me right where I should be.
Well, right.
What is going on here? Am I out of fluid or what?
Who's going up?
Barely. I think I'm low on fluid.
It's just cold.
Yeah. Yeah, beating up the Trans Am. There we go. You'll have to tell me when it's kind of straight.
Well, that's as straight as it's going to get.
Okay.
Seeing that it's lifting it off the jack stand, and
All right, I'm gonna let it down a little. So we're back on the jack stand.
it's like it's barely off of it.
Well, I let it down a little bit, so we should be on the jack stand. Yeah, we're good. Is it still need to come down?
It's fine. It's
Okay.
like a 16th off of resting on it.
So when it falls, it'll crush me, and I will die by microvan. What a way for a wrench head to go. All right, let's get under here.
I will keep my opinions to myself.
Okay, so let's see. We can't hit it the same way we did before. So if you hit it like that, you need to push that way. Yeah,
Like so?
yeah. Boom! Look at that; it's already moving.
I just noticed on the other one there was a little snap detainment ring. And
Come on. Not quite. Unless you think you can get a good grip on it. Here, we can get right here. Oh, it's almost off. Oh, that might work, yeah. Get it to come out the way. There we go. Aha, it's out. All right, so now this bar here has to come out. And this bar is just a bolt here and a bolt there. And then this bar will come out the bottom. Yeah. Bracing. Might have to beef that up so when we double super turbocharge this thing, we can
and or throw a snowmobile engine in here that makes twice the horsepower.
Oh, that would be so loud. You know how loud that would be in this thing? Ugh.
You can make them decently quiet.
Yeah, but I don't have the money for that. You don't have the money for that. You just bought a snowmobile.
We don't talk about that.
We need, what do you think that is? Probably a 15?
Oh yeah, it's from Japan.
Yeah, everything's metric.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to let you get it because the tools are over there.
Oh.
And I've already gotten out of underneath here a couple of times.
It's so small.
It is. So I would grab a 13, a 14, and a 15.
I'm guessing 15 or 16.
I don't know if they're that big. Oh yeah, you've got those tools over there. Hi, YouTube. I know I've been here the whole time. Oh yeah, that's another thing.
Here's a 16. Try that.
16 is way too big. Give me a 14. I don't know if you can see it, but through this wheel well here, you can see the one thing I did do so far is I replaced the fuel pump with one from just wherever. It was just a normal boring fuel pump, and I wired it in and everything. So I didn't ruin any of the wiring on the vehicle. Bingo! That's the ticket. So that was one thing that kept it from driving. So I did that, and after that, I mean, the thing has always run really good. I've been pleasantly surprised with that. All right, I might need the. Nope, there we go. Look at that. That didn't even take too much to do that.
Just years of grime and corrosion,
Yep.
which is to be expected.
Yeah, no, that's to be expected. I mean, this thing has come across the seas, and the person that used this before me, they used it as a mail vehicle because, of course, it's right-hand drive. So they went through and they did their mail route with it. I got a bottle of PB Blaster out there. Maybe we should soak these a little bit.
That's what I was just looking for.
It should be somewhere. Ta-da! All right, there's one. Man, that's not even that bad. You want to do the other one?
Sure.
And I'll hold the bar so it don't drop out of here. Ooh. Ooh. A little tight. I don't think they've ever been out ever. If you want, we can put a little heat to it if you actually have your torch.
Oh, I got it.
Did you?
Unless it snapped, but
Doesn't feel like it snapped.
No, it's in the
Okay, cool.
it's a little gummy. It was just
Yeah,
tight.
it'll get tight at the end there too, or at least that's what mine did. I don't think we need to take the other side out because we're not taking the engine out.
Yeah.
So,
Just this one's in the way of the transmission.
yeah.
It's not horrible.
No, and I mean, if you look at the rust out here, it's all surface rust.
Yes, everything's almost painted yet.
Yeah, which is just crazy. I mean, thinking on how old it is. And even the back sides of these, what do you call these?
Like almost cab corner.
Yeah, yeah. These are all in real good shape too. I mean, there's some rust on them. All right, coming down.
Your rocker panels.
Yeah, but other than that, they're in really good shape. And that's why I don't want to drive it in the winter. So, all right, so this is
This
out of the
bolt
way.
even still has gold coloring in the threads yet.
Mine does too.
Don't know if that picks up on camera or not, but that's interesting to see, especially on how old this is.
Yeah, well, the Japanese definitely had a much higher tolerance for poor quality stuff. Now, I'm not going to say that you got that bolt.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm not going to say everything they do is great and perfect and wonderful because, as we see, there's a reason why we have to pull this transmission.
And we all know it's sometimes they make really, really nice things.
Yeah.
Sometimes not so much.
Yeah. GTRs.
Hey, those are nice.
I know. I started with nice and then not so nice. What's not so nice? The next thing that's going to need to come out is going to be either this here, which is the mount for the front of the transmission. Let's see. So either the whole mount itself can... Nah, I don't want to do that. I probably want to unbolt it from the transmission. That'd make it easier to put it back in. Because we can lift the transmission here. I can unbolt it from there. That can move out of the way. So I can unbolt it from that, and I can unbolt it from that. Let's see here. Is this the right size? Nope. Is this the right size? Oddly enough, it is. How many bolts are there? 1, 2. Oh my goodness, there's like 5 bolts.
Excessive?
Maybe a little.
Come on, He-Man. Break the knuckles.
No, I don't want to break my knuckles. I'll break your knuckles. Oh, okay. Those ones might not move. Let me... readjust this thing on there because I also don't want to round them out either.
Yep.
All right, so something like that. Oh, you got a car to pull against. Watch your knuckles. There you go. Oh. Yeah, they're kind of on there. You got that hammer still? Yeah. I might be able to tap on it. All right, let's see. Safety squints.
Nice craftsman.
Oh man, nope, those don't want to move.
We need a burr.
We might need a little bit of heat on them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So those ones are a little rusty too. Yeah.
Knowing how the Japanese put everything together, it's probably torqued to spec perfectly.
Oh, absolutely. It's not a within range sort of thing. It's a, this is the torque spec. Now, do we want to heat up the casing or do we want to? Yeah, probably. I just don't want to crack it either, though. I mean, if I got to get another transmission, I might as well swap some other stuff. Because I got other plans for it, too, if this don't work. We got plans. So many.
We have ideas.
Yes, we do.
We're not going to say they're good.
Well, what idea of ours has been good?
They're ideas, nonetheless.
Safety squints. Hey, we got a mover. Hey, look at that. We might not need it as much as I thought.
You get one of them?
I got one of them to move. I got to get the socket off of it now, but I did get one of them to move.
Careful.
Let's see if I broke it or not. I don't think so. All right, and then there's, oh, that's interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Look at that. Look at how clean that is. That has never been out of there, ever.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like that. Okay, so that's why they're not coming off, because they got lock nuts on them. So, all right.
Lock washers and...
Yeah. So, I'm going to try tapping on this one again, because I might have just had to hit it a little bit harder.
Wow, that is interesting how that is together.
Yeah. All right, let's... The two on top might be a bit of a son of a bee to move. There we go. Oh, haha! No broken knuckles yet. Almost, but not quite.
Keyword.
I have avoided death once again.
For now.
For now. All right, so
Tomorrow is a new day.
tomorrow is a new day. All right.
And knowing you,
Shoosh. All right, here's another bolt. Man, those are just clean. All right, the other ones are going to need a little bit more length to the ratchet.
ooh.
I do have a copper pipe up there that's probably too long.
Do we really trust a copper pipe?
No, but I mean, if you got something that's a little longer, that would. There might be other pipes up there too. I know my good pipe for that kind of stuff is at the other shop. Oh, speaking of shops, this is my home garage. So this is the one that's right next to my house, and hopefully we'll be able to do more stuff here. It's just tooling is still at the other big shop. We will still do stuff over at the big shop too, like when we get back into the Pontiac and stuff like that.
And bigger projects.
Yeah, and the bigger projects where we need the lift and whatnot. But for something like this, we can do a lot of it here. I mean, we're already making good progress. So, No. Man, I wish I had a shorter pipe than that. Man, I wish my dick wasn't so long.
Idea.
Idea.
Wrench.
Put that on.
No.
Well, hold on, because I might have to use a wrench to do this.
That is a 17.
I'm just seeing if it'll even fit. And no, we'll have to do it the way you were thinking. So I know what you were thinking. I smell what you were stepping in. We need a shorter one of these. And then I probably also need a 12 to get the brace off of the supercharger.
12.
So
13.
14. All right. Well, let's get the brace off the supercharger first. Are you a 12 or are you a 13? You might be a 13. Nope, 12. It is a 12. I know my metrics. Come on.
Metric is weird.
Metric is fine.
Is goofy.
Loud numbers. Come on. This thing does not want to change its
Metric
rotation.
didn't land on the moon. Huh?
Who landed on the moon?
I said metric didn't land on the moon.
Who are you mooning? Put it away. We're on YouTube. As I play with bolts and nuts.
Talk about your oversized pipe.
Yep.
You want to see more exclusive content?
Pain in the... Okay. It's got just enough grime and grit on it to not want to move in there. Oh, come on.
I don't know what I'm doing. Being stupid.
All right, well, this transmission bolt is not coming out. So we will be back once we've got all of these bolts out of here. We've got the rest of the mounts done and we're ready to pull the trans. So we'll see you in, for you, a minute or two. For us, might be a couple weeks. We'll see. Here goes. It's moving. Oh, okay. It's off the dowels.
Hey, I seen it twist.
Yep.
It's up against the chassis.
Yeah, I'll let you get out.
You sure?
Yeah, you get out because we can get it from here now. We just need to start pulling it towards the jack. I think it's got to come up. I think it's maybe not. There it goes.
I just don't want to dump the fucker before.
Yeah, I know.
This is not really the right jack for this.
I know. All right, hold on. Before we go any farther, let me check that. Hey, I think that thing is coming out.
Is it?
I think so.
Alright.
Well, I can at least see the splines anyways. Maybe I'll throw some PB Blaster on them just to be sure. Yeah, they got rust on them. They're there. They don't look too bad, but they do have rust on them. So we'll have to address that and probably coat them. Okay, ready? Okay, it is, oh no, there is a small shaft in there still. Okay, lift it up, nope, up. It's gotta come up. A little bit more, right about there. Okay, so there is still a small shaft I can see in there. Okay, so can it move that way more? Okay. Okay, I can see that shaft. I might be able to get a hold of it. Let's see if I can twist it out of there. And let me get some PB Blaster in there again. Because that was the main shaft that I got PB Blaster on. I really hope we didn't snap that or bend it at all. I don't think so. I think we're okay. Okay, I'm gonna need to get that to twist. You want to come in here and see what we're talking about? So if you look down in here, you'll be able to see. So that is the bar right there. That one in the center. That's the one I'm going to need to turn to get it out of this. But I'm trying not to bend that. So I got to be careful. I got to be able to get it so it moves and it'll slide back in there. So let's see if we can't get a hand on it. Oh yeah, once I get these tight enough on there. I don't want to scuff that up too much though. Shoot. All right, we got to be careful with that. All right, well, let's end this here and we'll let it soak for a couple of days. I'll get the voice of wisdom out here and he'll give us an idea of what to go and what to do from there. So
Yeah.
just so that we don't break too much, because if we get in a bar like that, we're not going to do it. We'd have to make one, which we probably could. We could probably get something made.
Yeah.
I just don't know what the other end of it looks like.
You would have to get it all.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother story.
It's a can of worms. I really don't want to pull the transmission completely apart.
That would be a me kind of thing. But
I was gonna say you're better at that than I.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. I know we didn't get as far in this as we wanted to, but it's getting there. Hopefully, in the next episode, we will already have it out, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch us fandangle with this poor thing for a while longer. And then in that one, we'll kind of explain what we want to do to resolve this after we get some measurements. Because looking at what I have here now, I don't know if the idea I had is going to work. We'll see. But
find out when we get there.
find out when we get there. Thanks for watching, Wrench Heads. Wrench Heads out.